to another episode of 5 a.m. Cooking. Today we're gonna make carbonara. Carbonara is pretty easy to make. That's why I got this red pot boiling away for hot water. All the recipes for pasta carbonara that I find are for 4 to 6 people. That's a lot of people. So I'm gonna try to do one for a single serving. Let's peep this out. You're gonna wanna get your pasta cooking, and so you want always spaghetti. Spaghetti's always the kind of pasta you use for this. And so you're gonna want to get oh, forgot to say that the water tastes like seawater. That's how much salt you want to put in the water for the pasta. You want to get a good serving size, a good single serving size for you, because you don't want too little spaghetti. Let's get a little more spaghetti. This is I think this might be actually a little too much, but that's fine. You can always make a little extra spaghetti. And so you got the boiling water, and you're gonna put the spaghetti. Make sure you kind of spread it out. But don't worry, it'll get up to a boil very soon. Now we give it a stir a little bit. Now that's gonna cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. You want to get al dente. What that means is not cooked all the way. So about 5 minutes till it's done. That's when you're gonna want to start prepping everything else. So now the pasta's been cooking for about 5 minutes or so. So the next step is to, I guess you can add oil. It's somewhat important. It's more important for later on than I think for cooking the actual pancetta cooking goes. If you don't have pancetta, you just use bacon. Add as much or as little as you want. Let's go with. I'm a big boy. I like a lot of meat. Let's add a lot of meat. Yeah, let's just use this to spread around, make sure everything's cooking. You're gonna want this pancetta to get real nice and crispy. Since I'm adding raw egg to the pan, I like to be able to move it and hold it so it's nowhere near the stove when I add the egg. It just needs to be warm. It doesn't need to be hot. Let's make the the carbonara sauce, you know? I guess all I'm gonna need is I can't do this with the other thing. So let's see if you can even see this. I just need 1 egg yolk. And what I'm essentially doing is I'm just using the shell as a way for me to separate the yolk from the white. There's a membrane that's going to be stuck to the egg yolk anyways. So I'm going to try my best to get rid of that too. And I think I got it. So there we go. Next is to add a bit of Parmesan. And then, the recipe doesn't usually call for it, but I like to just add a couple grinds of black pepper, because the dish is already going to be really salty, and the Parmesan cheese isn't really going to help. And just whisk until those no more lumps. I'm going to add the garlic that I have pre-cut here. Beep beep. Okay, you won't be able to see this either, because you know, but I go in there. I'm gonna lower the heat and let this cook for about 1 minute. And now is a good time to see if the pasta's ready. You can like do the whole, you know, throw the spaghetti at the wall. Oh, this looks more than done, but. So here it is. Here you go. As usual. Which I'm looking for is something that still has a little bite to it. Oh yeah, I got you done. This off the heat too. I'm gonna take some spaghetti. And essentially add it to the pot. The oil and fat, the reason why you don't like take that away, because the oil and fat from the bacon and just the oil is going to help coat the pasta, and it's going to make it easier for me to, not for me, but it's going to make it easier for the, fuck, I just made a mess, more so than I usually do. It's gonna help the egg mixture stick to the. So that looks cooled down, and then let's just add the egg mixture. So I'm just mixing it up, trying to make sure like every bit of pasta has some of the egg. I don't think I have any parsley or like garnish. I'm going to do a little twist. I'm going to put it out and lay it out. Make sure I get some of that pancetta. As always, don't forget to take a photo, because photos are pretty important when you make food, because how else are people gonna know that you made food? Beep. Let's peep this out and eat it. I think the pan was a little too hot when I added the egg mixture still, because the egg has like solidified a little bit, but at least it's not like a scrambled egg. Alright, I just teach you how to make pasta carbonara. It's pretty easy, right? Thank you for watching this episode of 5 AM Cooking. Don't forget to do everything as you normally do on any kind of video. Tune in next time when we TV.